Have you ever heard of a prison on an island with cold water all around, where escape was nearly impossible? That place is called Alcatraz. It closed more than 60 years ago. But now, in 2025, President Donald Trump says he wants to open it again. Why would he do that? And what does it mean for America? Welcome to Tales Sync, the place where you learn English through real stories from around the world. In today's video, we will talk about a surprising news story. President Donald Trump wants to reopen Alcatraz, one of the most famous prisons in the world. What is Alcatraz? Why was it closed? And why does Trump want to open it again? Let's find out in simple English. What you will learn in this video. In this video, you will learn what Alcatraz is and why it is famous, why the prison was closed many years ago, what President Trump is saying about reopening it, what problems this plan might have, what different people think about this idea. You will also learn new English words and ideas by listening to a real news story in simple language. 1. What is Alcatraz? Alcatraz is a small island in the United States. It is in San Francisco Bay, in the state of California. The island is about 2 kilometers from the city. Long ago, there was a prison on this island. A prison is a place where the government keeps people who break the law. Alcatraz prison was very famous. It opened in the year 1934. It was made to keep very dangerous criminals. These were people who did very bad crimes like stealing a lot of money or hurting others. Many people believed that Alcatraz was the strongest prison in America. The island is surrounded by cold water and strong waves. It was very hard to escape. Some people tried to run away, but most were caught or died in the water. One of the most famous prisoners at Alcatraz was Al Capone. He was a big criminal from Chicago. People also remember Machine Gun Kelly, another dangerous man who was sent there. Because of these stories, Alcatraz became very famous. People called it the Rock because it is a small island with hard stone. It was a scary and serious place. In 1963, the prison was closed. It cost too much money to run, and the building was getting old. After that, the island became a tourist place. Today, people visit it to learn about its history. 2. Why was the prison closed many years ago? Alcatraz was a strong and famous prison, but it had many problems. First, the cost of running the prison was very high. Because Alcatraz is on an island, everything had to be brought by boat: food, water, clothes, and even fuel. This made it much more expensive than other prisons. Second, the buildings were very old. The prison was made of stone and concrete. After many years, the walls started to break, and the rooms became hard to repair. It would cost a lot of money to fix everything. Third, there were better prisons on the mainland. These prisons were cheaper to run and easier to manage. So, the government decided it was not a good idea to keep Alcatraz open. Because of these reasons, the prison was closed in 1963. The government moved all the prisoners to other places. Alcatraz stopped being a prison and later became a museum and tourist place. Now, many people visit Alcatraz to learn about its past. 3. What President Trump is saying about reopening it. In 2025, President Donald Trump said something surprising. He said he wants to reopen Alcatraz prison. He believes it should be used again to keep America's most dangerous criminals. Trump said that some criminals are too dangerous for normal prisons. He wants a strong and special place for them. He thinks Alcatraz is the perfect place because it is hard to escape and far from cities. He also said that reopening Alcatraz would send a strong message. He wants to show that the government is serious about crime. He says criminals should be afraid of breaking the law. Trump told the Department of Justice and the Bureau of Prisons to study how to fix and use Alcatraz again. He wants them to check the buildings, the island, and the cost. He also said this plan is about safety and law and order. Some people support this idea. Others say it will not work. We will look at those opinions next. 4. What problems this plan might have. President Trump's plan to reopen Alcatraz may sound strong, but many experts say it has big problems. 1. Very expensive. Alcatraz is on an island. Everything must go by boat: food, water, power, people. This makes it very costly. Experts say it will cost millions of dollars every year. Some say that money could be used better in schools, hospitals, or new prisons. 2. Old and broken buildings. The prison was built almost 100 years ago. It has been closed for over 60 years. The walls, cells, pipes, and electricity are all very old. To fix it, the government will need to spend a lot of time and money. 3. Bad weather and isolation. Alcatraz is surrounded by cold water and strong winds. It's hard for workers, guards, and visitors to go there. If something bad happens, help could take too long to arrive. 4. No clear need. Some people ask, do we really need Alcatraz again? The U.S. already has many high-security prisons. These places can already hold dangerous criminals. So, many experts think the plan is more about making news than real safety. 5. Political distraction. Some believe this idea is a way to get attention during Trump's new term as president. They think he wants to look tough on crime but is not solving deeper problems like education, poverty, or gun violence. 5. What different people think about this idea. People have different thoughts about Trump's Alcatraz plan. Let's look at a few opinions. Supporters: people who agree. This is a great idea, said one retired police officer. Some criminals are too dangerous. Alcatraz can scare them and keep the public safe. Some people feel the U.S. needs to be stricter. They like that Trump wants to punish criminals strongly. Opponents: people who disagree. Human rights groups say, this is not the answer. We need better education and help for poor people, not old, scary prisons. Some prison experts say, this plan is not smart. It's too expensive and not useful. We already have good prisons. Many younger people think the plan is just for attention. They say Trump is using the idea to get support, not really help the country. Some people say, let's wait and see. Maybe it can work. But we need clear facts, not just big ideas. Conclusion. So now you know the full story. Alcatraz was once the most famous and feared prison in America. It closed many years ago because it was too expensive and old. But in 2025, President Donald Trump says he wants to reopen it. He believes it can hold the most dangerous criminals again. Some people think it's a strong idea. Others think it's a waste of money and just for show. We don't know yet if the plan will really happen. But this story helps us ask big questions. What is the best way to keep people safe? Is fear the answer? Or is there a better way? What do you think? Should Alcatraz be reopened? Or should the money be used for schools, jobs, or mental health? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tales Sync, where real stories help you learn English better every day. Thank you for watching. Keep learning. Keep asking questions. And remember, English is not just a language, it's a tool to explore the world. See you in the next video.